wanna see you win. And then
time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps, had to make off with a feast, a family to feed, third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now, breathe on with the game now, they're here with a lane now, my home second with a rain now, legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing to the hill. Step on, spin move, in zone, go, off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, go, off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on them. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Block off of play action. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out out there, but it'll be third down.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
Throwing his lock on third down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Clock now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down to the 40-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards, first down Niners. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Big stop, let's go. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Express. Greg. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Out of the gun, Newton. Open man is born. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Gould is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Flush to his right. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
7-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 27, Locke flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Locke working out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Here's Mostert. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 20. Minus 50. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll try the air now with Newton. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports.
3-3.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop.
Eight. Slam. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Wide. Get wide.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Hey, 50's the mic.
Now a first down throw for Newton. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check. Lucky. Switch.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Shit. Great. Watch the whip. Back. Check. Fresno.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
You can't block me. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Great. 8. 36.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And that's off the mark, incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check it back. Under 10. 10. 8. Jump. Tight dog. Take the edge. Come.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
8.
A shotgun snap for Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now Mostert. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
No gain on the
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
Had the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Packers 3.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
10-10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On second down, Mostert. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. To try again after the sack. Lock. He's going to take off with it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Buying time to his left. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A first throw for the backup, Trubisky. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Trubisky.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
19 yards. First down.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. I got one.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Fighting his way through contact. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. It would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
20.
Coleman. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the gun, here's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Mostert. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 16-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Operating from the gun. Newton gets this one to use check. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. This is Mostert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Come on.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. They hand it off to Mostert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now fourth and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. Gold is able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
On the throwaway.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. Play action, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on, it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10.
To go.
That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A pair of first downs gives them a first and 10 up at the 44. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Trubisky.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Packers.
Now Trubisky on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
At the 40-yard line.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
20.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Tackled at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Here's Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Is good. Makes the score Niners 27, Packers 3. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
2nd and 10.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Great.
Here's Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9. Today's final score.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for San Francisco, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.